Russia's actions, which are clearly in contravention of international law. The US's invasion of Iraq is also in contravention of international law, because it had no UN sanction. This is the reality. So you draw. So if you were to draw a parallel between the two, there is a case to be made. I'm not saying that I support this point of view. There is certainly a case to be made that the US and Russia have been treated very differently in the context of the application of international law. This is not a moral judgment. I'm not taking a position in terms of whether it is right from a moral point of view or not. So that's a second. And I would be very hesitant to draw a direct parallel between Russia's actions in the Ukraine and what China may potentially do in Taiwan, for a very simple reason. For Malaysia, it's very clear we have a one China policy, and we have a clear and consistent view of what a one China policy means. It means that Taiwan is an integral part of China, and there is but one China. So, what does this mean? In practical terms, it means that Taiwan is as much a part of China as Sabah, Sarawak, Selangor, Negeri Sembilan, or Kelantan, Terengganu is to Malaysia. So what the Chinese potentially will do in Taiwan is an internal matter for the Chinese. It's very clear. Taiwan is not an independent country. So people who think that there is a parallel between Russia's actions in Ukraine and what the Chinese potentially has done, to me, has no clear understanding of either international politics or international law. So to us in Malaysia, it's very clear. I have been asked what would Malaysia's position be. Obviously, as I mentioned, we have a very clear one China policy. And secondly, as firm respecters of international law, were this unfortunate event to occur, we will give full effect to our international obligations. It's as simple as that. So I would hesitate to draw a parallel between Russia's actions in the Ukraine and what potentially China can do in Taiwan, because it's you're basically comparing apples and oranges, because Taiwan is not an independent state. As simple as that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Datuk Raja.